We're live. Hi guys, so this is Sam from Fluid Social, and today I want to talk to you about something that is very much overlooked. It's very important, but not many people actually spend time thinking about it, and that is the question of what actually constitutes an alpha male, and how you can direct yourself as a man more in the direction of becoming a true alpha male, and maybe avoiding some of the common misconceptions or pitfalls about what that word actually means. So first I want to look at the qualities that we think of as defining an alpha male, right? Maybe you think someone that's confident, someone that has discipline, someone that works on themselves, someone that has courage, someone that has strength, someone that bends the rules of nature and the rules of the world in their favor, solves problems, and gets things done. We have many different archetypes of an alpha male throughout history. We've got the mythological, we've got the Hercules, we've got the rugby player, we've got an incredibly vast number of alpha male archetypes. And yet there's one thing that everyone seems to overlook. What we look at is the sort of physical side, the alpha who's a presence, he's confident, he probably gets all the girls, or girls are really interested in him. Men respect him. He makes decisions, he's decisive, he gets things done. But the thing that I see missing, and this goes back to a conversation that I was having yesterday with one of my clients, he said he's been working so much on becoming an alpha male and following the, strategies in his mind to become alpha and doing what he believes is alpha, the right way to act. And he was saying, well, I'm seeing this girl and I've been seeing her for a long time, and I can talk to you about this, but I can't talk to everyone about this. But I have this, abandonment problems. And everyone has issues. Everyone has their own personal baggage. But in this case, it's the abandonment problems. If you're with someone and maybe you've experienced abandonment from someone that you love in the past, and it gives you an abandonment complex where you push people away for fear that they're going to abandon you. It's not uncommon to have this. And he was saying, but I want to act in an alpha way, so I've got to figure this out by myself. And if it's not going to work out, what can I do? I'm a man. I don't talk about my emotions. I don't dwindle. I don't sort of like wallow in my own emotional problems. I get things done, and I show a strong face. I show a brave face. There's this romantic idea of sort of suffering in silence. But what's being forgotten, what's not being paid attention to, is that though we think of the alpha with all of the physical attributes, the strength and the boldness and physical presence, we don't see the same sort of problem-solving, decisive mindset when it comes to the emotional stuff, right? So if you're in a relationship where you like a girl, you've met a girl, and you're experiencing some issues, some psychological problems that are stopping you from having a good relationship with her. Maybe you're not fully investing in her, or she's not fully investing in you, and it's triggering some sort of complex inside you, some psychological dissatisfaction or a dis-ease. And we think as an alpha that you've got to hide that. You've got to just put on a strong face, because that's what a strong man does. He doesn't wallow in his emotions. But I think this is where there's this mismatch. It's not about wallowing in your emotions. It's not about complaining. It's not about opening your soul to the girl so that she can look after you and make everything better and tap you on the head and tell you it's going to be all right. That's not what you're doing by being emotionally open. What you're doing by being emotionally open is exactly the same as what the alpha male would have done in tribal times when his village is attacked by a foreign tribe, and he fixes the problem. He breaks the bridge that connects their part of the savannah to your part so that they can't get there. He torches their settlement before they can torch yours. He solves the fucking problem. And what you've got to do in your relationships and with your emotional issues is solve the fucking problem. In almost every case, what that means, being an alpha male when it comes to relationships and matters of emotion, matters of psychology, is addressing the situation. And what that means is that you're going to have to talk to her. So if you feel like this relationship isn't working, or you're not getting the most out of whatever relationship you have with someone else, you need to talk to her. and not to talk to her to tell you everything's bad and I need to open up, I need somebody's shoulder to lean on. It's not about that. It's that you cannot fix the problem, and you will let yourself down and you will let her down, and you will not solve the problem. And this is the point that people are missing. An alpha male solves the problem at whatever cost. If you are strong in every part of your life, you go to the gym, you meditate, you work hard, you're confident around people, or whatever parts of your life you feel alpha in, or you're trying to feel alpha in, but then you hide behind your emotions and you don't address the issues of your relationship. You cheat on your girlfriend rather than talking to her about how you're feeling internally. You suffer in silence and sometimes demean or patronize or condescend her because you're afraid to talk about some of your fears in the relationship. That is not an alpha male. That's not what an alpha male does. Just in the same way that there are some guys who are going to be physically weak, socially anxious, they don't meditate, they don't work on themselves, but when it comes to emotions and relationships, they solve the problems. Those people exist. They are cowardly in the physical sphere and they are courageous in the psychological, emotional sphere. If you are strong in the physical sphere, if you're working on yourself and you're into self-development, which I know that almost all of you guys watching this channel are, but then you're emotionally weak and you're emotionally to actually have the conversations that need to be had because you don't want to feel like a beta male by talking about your emotions, then you're not going to be an alpha. You never can be, because you cannot just do the 50%. You cannot act that way in the physical, but not in the psychological. So I want to remind you, if anyone's going to put a comment saying, oh, this is so soft, this isn't what we want from the channel, we don't want these soft messages. I'm not saying that you've got to be talking about your emotions and you've got to, be crying all the time and getting all emotional and thinking too much. It's not about that. What it's about is problem solution. Here is an issue that I'm facing. She is suffering because of it. I am suffering because of it. My friends are suffering because of it, because I'm not being fully myself and true to myself. If you're not addressing those problems, if you're not able to get in touch and actually have the difficult conversations and actually say, listen, when I was young, a close family member, my mother, for example, left me, or she died, or she got divorced, or she went crazy. And since then, I think it's been affecting my relationships. I have a sense that I'm going to be abandoned. And I know that you're not thinking about doing that, but this is a complex that exists inside your mind. So if you ever feel like I'm not giving you 100%, I want you to know it's not because there's something wrong with you, it's because I have an abandonment complex, and I'll do whatever I can to work on it and to fix it. Whether you're just friends with this person, whether you're friends with benefits, fuck buddies, or in a relationship, it doesn't matter. The people you care about, which are the people that you're spending time around, because if you're spending time around people that you don't like, you're making a huge error and you're wasting your time. If you are spending time around these people, whoever they are, and you are not addressing your emotional shortcomings or your psychological shortcomings, and you are just looking at the alpha male as being the physically strong, good-looking, good with girls, but you're not considering the fact that if he doesn't solve the emotional issues that he's facing, if he doesn't have the conversations he needs to have to solve the problems, if you need to cry, that's okay. No one's judging you. If you need to let it all out, that's okay. No one's judging you. I want to reorganize our ideas about what an alpha male is. And yes, it is the physical stuff. Yes, it is going out and making things happen, getting that raise, quitting your job when you need to, being a social presence in every environment. Yes, those are the qualities of alpha male. But without the emotional courage, without the courage to actually address the psychological, emotional shortcomings that you're facing, you'll never be an alpha male. I want to summarize it in essentially this sentence, which is that problem solving is attractive to women. Someone that solves problems, right? She sees a problem in her life and you're able to solve it. You have a problem in your life, you're able to solve it. Not just physical problems, not just providing resources or finances, not just having the wit and the quick-mindedness to calm down a potentially dangerous situation. Not just that, but also solving the issues that you're going to face psychologically and emotionally, which are going to cause everyone pain unless you address them. So I know this is less about the approaching stuff, which a lot of you are more interested in. Obviously, that's all happening as well. I just thought this is most pertinent. I've been thinking about it, and I had this conversation with a client yesterday, so I thought it would be an important one to address with all of you. I'm in Rio de Janeiro at the moment. Life is amazing here. Anybody that's been thinking about coming out, get in touch with me and let me help you, let me guide you. So the approaching is all going ahead. I'm coaching out here at the moment, and I'll get back to doing some more videos about how you can actually get that first step and go out and meet women. But I think this is important for the moment. So thank you to the 8 guys that are watching right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure some of you have, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Sam.